one way in which the United States legally goes to war, constitutionally goes to war, is by declaration. And this is we'd naturally arrive at this as part of the list. Article 1 of the Constitution gives Congress the power to declare war. But as you said, Philip, declarations of war have fallen out of fashion. The United States has only declared war 5 times. We've been involved in way more than 5 wars, but only 5 times. The War of 1812, Mexican War, Spanish War, World War I, and World War II. As far as I know, no country has declared war since the end of World War II. It's sort of gone out of fashion as a matter of international law. And so instead, I think a good substitute is a second way that you mentioned, which is by statute or resolution. Congress can authorize the president to use military force. And we've talked about some examples here already. The Gulf of Tonkin resolution, a very broad authorization to use force in 1964 that Johnson obtains from Congress. In 2001, immediately after the 9/11 attacks, President George W. Bush receives from Congress a very broad authorization to use force against Al-Qaeda and its allies abroad. So the declaration of war has been replaced by this practice of force authorization, and those force authorizations are often very, very broad in scope. They're often phrased not just as the United States is at war with country X, but here's a threat that the United States is facing, and the president is authorized to use, let's say, all necessary and appropriate force or some such language in order to eradicate that threat.